All right. Let's see what happened with that ship we left in a tree the last time. No Man's Sky became quite a nice game in the last years of updates, but unfortunately it's still plagued by bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. Some are, well, not really relevant, you can play around and just fine. Others are literally game breaking. Okay, do we have our ship here? Yeah, it's still stuck in the tree. I don't know if I'm able in any way to resolve this. I will try to use my jetpack to reach it by climbing this tree, but I'm very early game, so the jetpack is not very good. Yeah, no chance in hell. I'm just falling back. No. There's nothing I can do. I'm stuck on this planet and my ship is in a tree. So... game over, I guess? No, this is not a real tree, it's just a planet decoration thing. It's not possible to mine it or do anything. Wow. Okay. GG. Maybe I can reload a previous save when the ship was not stuck in the tree. Let's try that. Okay, so this one is from yesterday. Okay, it's before I had the base. Okay, let's bring the ship first. X key. Bring the ship first and make sure it is actually here and not stuck. Wow, okay. It actually landed this time. Good thing there is a save. However, I don't like this planet anymore, so I'm just going to pack my things and go somewhere else. The experience with the ship stuck in a tree makes me really dislike this planet with huge indestructible mushroom trees or whatever they are, so I'm just going to... yeah, okay, give me the stuff, but now I'm just going to delete my base. And go somewhere else. But first, I need some of this, because it's fuel for the ship. I think this should be enough with a bit of bright dust. And now I can craft Starship launch fuel. I need some light metal platings. Okay, 2, 3. And Starship fuel, I just make to move this to the Starship. Okay, let's transform this into gold by analyzing. And the hyperclusters into raw tritium. And now I have a lot of it. Let's go into space and find a nicer planet. Goodbye. Oh, well, obviously I need to recharge the launch thrusters, that's why I made fuel. And now I can take off. And leave this dreaded place. Let's see what I have around. There's one planet here. Magma. That doesn't sound so nice, magma. Okay, I think I need to be inside the cockpit for this one to actually see where I'm going. Okay, the magma planet has a tiny moon, or is it just another planet? Yeah, there is a little moon hidden, abandoned. No, that's not great. Another moon here. Okay. Nothing else? Wow, this is a pretty crappy system start. But we are near the space station, which is this object here. So why not visit it? If the start is already pretty much blown up, might as well do things in the wrong order, like visiting the station before setting up my planet side base. It's a bit laggy for some reason. It was really choppy entering. I guess it's because I've never visited a station and the driver had to do some shader compilation. I am running on max settings, which I can show here. Graphic options, everything is on ultra with maximum anisotropic filtering, but using FSR 20. Whoa, it's 20, not 21. Okay, I thought it's 21. But I guess 20 is fine. So let's walk around, see some things here. There are some guys doing whatever on their iPads. Or is it an Android tablet? I don't know. It's a tablet. A bit thick. I mean, we have thinner tablets today on Earth with present day technology. Yeah. Okay, let's talk to this guy. So, hello. I have no idea what you're saying. Can you help me with a word? Great, I've learned the Vakin word for Vakin. Very helpful. And this is the trade terminal. Here I can buy and sell stuff. Mostly sell. I collected various junk, which I probably don't need. I do need this. Need the copper. This one is not very valuable. I have no use for this. Well, let's call it. It's literal shit. Not just a shit item, it's actual shit. Great. Sell it. This is useful. The living slime I will need for later. What I don't need is this Geknip, which is actually quite valuable at 20,000, which will triple the amount of money we had before. Very nice. I need this and everything else. And I also... Wow, gold is valuable. I will sell half of it, about 150, because I can always mine more by shooting some asteroids. Let's say 150 sold for 48,000. Demand is low, but doesn't matter, it's the start of the game. And now my money amount has increased quite significantly. English, can't English. Let's talk to this guy as well. I'm sure I'll have no idea what he's saying. Well, he taught me the word help. Great. Help, what do I do now? Yes, milestone. I'm a space trucker. I've earned my first, well, not significant, but better than zero amount of money. Why is the game lagging so much? Something is not right. Anyway, now with a bit of money, I can upgrade my suit to have more slots. First one is free, I think. And now I cannot upgrade anymore here. I need to go to another station, but there is only one station per system. So in order to reach another system, I have to actually do the story thing and learn recipes, so I can have engines which will take me to another star, and I will find another space station, and so on and so on. In the meantime, I'm picking up some items left and right. Those nanites which are being gathered here are a form of currency for technology, so the more I have, I can learn new things. So it's nice to collect them from anywhere I can. Not much to do now in the station, so I'm just going to head out and pick one of these moons, since there really aren't many planets in this system. Actually, we can see in the Discovery tab the configuration of this system. It's this planet we started on. It has 2 moons, and this other one, which I think was pretty bad as well. Magma planet. I'm not going there, I'm just going to pick one of the moons. Oh, I cannot see it from here. Need to pulse drive out of the way of this large Saturn-like planet. Abandoned moon. Okay, let's go here. It's not great, but it should be enough to get the colony, not the colony, the base started and continue with the game. What do we have here? The wreck of a freighter. That's nice. I am going to land here and see what I can find in it, because it can potentially give some very valuable items, so why not? Very early game, something that values 100,000 or similar would be quite amazing. This tells some random useless things and initiates a side quest for finding wrecked freighter parts, like this cargo pod. So I'm just going to use my terrain manipulator dig around. Where is it? It's on that. Oh, it's on this side. Okay, now that I found the interaction part, I can just clean the junk here and loot this cargo container. And it gave me some nanites. Okay, I can live with nanites. Well, as there is one there. My life support is going down rather quickly. It's probably because of this moon, which is a lifeless moon. I'm probably not gonna sit here. I will pick the other one. Okay, I can interact from a side, so let's get this over with. What did it give me? Starship launch fuel. That's excellent. I actually need this. Blast the doors. Get the next pod. And another launch fuel. So much radiation for just... Oh well, can't be picky. You find what you find. Why isn't it giving me something more interesting? Oh, it must be because I'm really early in the storyline. But Starship launch fuel is not bad. I'll need to land and launch many times. So having a bunch of those will help. And now we're talking. The salvaged frigate module is useful later, after going quite far through the story. And wow, this is going down fast. And reaching the freighter. The freighter is basically a mobile base, You can build in it, you can store things in the freighter, and you can move with the freighter around. And it also has, or it can have, wee 70,000 credits. That's nice. That will definitely boost my monetary status. I'm a trader now. Great. Okay, that's not bad. But I think I will pick the other moon, as this one seems to drain the life support really fast. And oxygen is a bit scarce in the early stages of the game, so I definitely don't want to be consuming all my oxygen. Yeah, that was the magma planet. I have to find the other moon, which is looks like it's on the other side of the big planet. So let's get there. In the worst case, I will just land on the magma planet. It's not great, but not much I can do about it. This system has only 2 planets and 2 moons. There are systems with 5 or even 6 planets, so yeah. I think this one will do. Let's hope there are no other weird things on it. It seems pretty flat. Okay. No huge trees to get my ship stuck into them. So I'll just pick a random spot, like here. Do some scanning, get some more money. Oh, it has worms, that's why it's tainted. Okay, I can live with that. The worms aren't doing much anyway, they're just jumping in and out. And it's a bit hot as well, 50 degrees, but nothing critical. Okay then, building the base computer right here. There's nothing to get the ship stuck here, and the place is pretty flat, so it's fine. Okay, it gave me those once again, and now I'll just build a small cottage with 3 walls, a door, and a roof. Of course, scan everything. Maybe pick up some rocks. Okay, there's a storm going, so let's get inside. And continue with the story. Moneymaker. Alright. That's not bad for a quick game start. That freighter definitely helped. Pretty much double the money amount. And I will take this and put it inside. So we can do the various... why are you oriented in that direction? No. This little light shows where the face will be after deploying approximately, so let's just point it towards me. Approximately. But it's much better than how it was here. So it tells me the same thing it did during the previous episode. Obviously that time was wasted due to the ship stuck in the tree. But now we can actually proceed with the story. In order to build the construction research unit, I need some magnetized ferrite. I have no idea how to pronounce this word. So I can do it in my refiner. First, get some pure ferrite. And then from the pure ferrite, obtain magnetized ferrite. Okay, 49, that should be more than enough. I will stop at 20. 19? No, I just want 1. 20, perfect. And in the meantime, while we're doing stuff, let's get all this rusted metal grinded to ferrite dust. Because I will need a lot more of it to construct different things. Magnetized is resolved. Now it's just the carbon nanotubes. So I'm going to make 1 and construct this. So this is my first way to research things, and I need to salvage data for the teleport, then 1 more for the biofuel reactor. The wiring is free, and there are more things here which are locked, and there's also all kind of base parts which all need those salvage data things. What I could do is just head out and search for those salvage data. However, one of the nasty game bugs or design errors is that when you leave an area, there's a very high chance that whatever you put in the refiner just vanishes, disappears as it was never there. This is quite annoying because for any refining operation, including those that may take a long time, I just have to babysit the refiner. I cannot do anything. Well, I could move around the base, build more walls and other things which I will be able to build after researching. However, I cannot just go away to the planet. Great, out of fuel. Go away to the planet and look for things and fly around. When I'm gone, when I'm back, the stuff in the refiner might be gone. So this is one of the big annoyances of this game, and it has been like this since a long time, still not fixed. I can be close to the refiner, I can still hear it, but as soon as I'm far away to not actually be in the active memory of the game, You never know what happens to it. Okay, so I'm just going to stop this. Get back my stuff. And now I can head out and look for the research things which I need, assuming there is any on this planet. That would suck if there isn't, because I'm pretty much going to abandon this game and find another start location. Oh, there is one. Okay, so they are not very common, however they still exist. So I'm heading out there. I could go with the ship, yes, but it's consuming fuel, so it's simpler to just go on foot and also maybe find... Whoa! That was very noob from me, just falling on my feet. Something to scan? Yes, there are some animals to scan. Quite a lot of animals on this weird moon. And different ones. Okay, interesting. I can actually see how many by going here to... Oh, now looks like I have discovered 8 out of 11. And I still have to find the flying one, an underground one, and another underground one. Well, the flying one is probably easy to find, and there is resolved, but the underground might be tricky. I'll just grab this, which will give me 1, 2, or 3 salvage data. It was just 1. Okay. No, 2. 2 is good. And maybe attempt to... Oh! How am I not dead? It came out right on top of me. Let's head underground because there's a wall of flame coming and... That's not nice. I don't want to be dealing with the hot planet right now. Do some scanning. Okay. Maybe mine a bit of cobalt as well. Cobalt is quite valuable. I can sell it in the station for a significant amount of money, which will actually result in not needing to mine other things because I can buy them. So I can sell cobalt, which I mine equally fast as buried dust or oxygen or sodium, and instead of spending time mining those, I'm going to sell the cobalt and buy the buried dust in large quantities. And that should save time. It's possible to have inventory full. Okay, looks like we have some junk. Oh, I see. The starship is not here, so there's only so much I can carry. Would be nice if I can see those other animals, underground ones. I'm not afraid of getting lost in these caves because the game always points back to the ship, so here it is. So doesn't matter how far I am, my colony or my base and my ship are going to be visible. There are no critters in this cave, so might as well get out and continue with harvesting technology. Did I saw silver? There are dangers in the cave too, so it cannot be simply ignored. Do I have... yeah, I do have a bit of space. I'm just going to grab those. They are valuable and I can sell them. There's a lot of them here. Nice. Of course it's full. I need to give up on something. What's the least useful thing here? Okay, this is useful, but I need the space. How many? 16. They value, wow, almost as much as all the money that I have now. So once I get back into space, I will sell those. Okay, look, another technology module. Critter. Yes. And there's the other one. Hooray! Found all the species on these plants, which is amazing because when I do that, I can press this button. It gives me a huge amount of nanites. I have 274 now and suddenly jumping to 3000. Finding critters on plants is one of the good ways to obtain nanites, and it even gives me a medal for doing so. So, great achievement this early in the game. I needed just 3 of this. Wow, this could be valuable, but I don't have any more space. It will definitely be more valuable than this, so I will throw away this. And I can build another launch fuel to free up this space. So let's see what the organic structure contains. Just some carbon. Okay, wasn't so great, but okay. Next one is close. And I think we have enough to proceed with the story. I won't be wasting more time with these things. Do I still have space? Yes, I still have a tiny bit of space. Maybe this contains something useful. Nanites. Okay, nanites are always good. And back to my colony. I could call the ship, but it's close enough to just walk, run, and jetpack to there. There are creatures which are actually offensive, they attack, but looks like not these ones. So I'm fine. It's not a great planet, but it's acceptable. All right. Finally, I can research the base teleporter. It takes a non-insignificant amount of resources. I can research reactor, wires, and I could research a battery as well, which I'm going to do, even if I don't really need it right now. I have enough carbon, so I think I will extend this little base a tiny bit more. Just make it slightly bigger and put another roof section. Where did I put it? Oh, okay. There's one other way to build using the build camera. So if I'm pressing B, I can see myself with the, I don't know, materializer thing, and I can move around like in a virtual reality thing and just place items. This is really useful to build bigger places because you cannot just walk everywhere. So now we have space. Let's see, this needs 2 carbon nanotubes and 4 metal platings. That's 1, 2, and no, 4 metal platings, 2 carbon nanotubes, and I can make this. But it's not powered, obviously, so I need a way to generate power. And for the moment, the only thing is the biofuel reactor. So another plate. Make that biofuel reactor. Place it somewhere here. And connect it with a wire. Obviously, it needs some kind of fuel to work, which is either carbon or oxygen. The game in the not so far past used to consume a ton of carbon and oxygen for just a few seconds of power, but they changed it to last a long time. So I could place now 1 single drop of oxygen in that, like 1, and it lasts 1 hour and 50 minutes. Before it used to last 1 second for this amount of fuel. This episode will definitely not be longer than 1 hour, so this 1 single oxygen drop is enough to fuel whatever this is, teleportation thing, for 1 hour. Amazing. Now we can continue with the story. It says I can rename this. Let's call it Ultrawide. I cannot type. 1. and it congratulates me for powering the base. And the habitation program quest is finished.
Base computer online.
What's next? Archives. A broadcast from the station. We have already been to the station, but okay. I'm going back to the station now. Wait, if I've already been to the station, it means I can see it through my teleporter. And indeed that's the case. I don't need to fly there. I can just magically travel through the universe and bam, here I am in a second. So it was useful to visit the station. Okay, it says explore, which actually means talk to some of these guys, so let's start talking. This is pretty much a scripted thing. You have to talk with 3 of them, and when you talk with the 3rd, it's done. Not a very complicated thing, but though they basically told me nothing, and now I have to go back to my base computer. Why did I have to do this? No clue. But okay, this is the story, so moving on. And here we are, typing away with our base computer. Some more blah blah blah, and there's a distress signal somewhere on this planet or somewhere else, but it's usually this planet. It is not very far, I can just fly through the atmosphere, but it is usually quicker to just get out of the atmosphere, as the ship accelerates a lot when not in the atmosphere, and then head back into the... So there's another freighter here. And I guess this is the quest. We'll see. I'm just going to land. Another worm. I don't know what's the obsession of science fiction stuff with space worms, which are huge. I guess it was due to Frank Herbert's Dune, which invented massive worms on a planet, so then it was Star Wars with that worm in the asteroid. And there are a lot more science fiction which contain huge worms. Okay. I'm not going to bother reading all this stuff. It's just blah blah blah. Okay. It says... this looks expensive. I need space. I'm just going to move everything to the ship. Cobalt 2. Dihydrogen, I don't have a lot of it left. So this is freeing up some slots. Starship fuel is also needed in the starship, so it can stay there. And because I'm already in this freighter, I might just as well load it. Get the cargo pods before heading into space and resolving the items for the hyperdrive. More launch fuel. Oh well. Where's the next one? It's not here. There it is. Blast the doors and loot the cargo pod. This game has quite a lot of repetitive actions, so it might get boring. Fortunately, whoops, should not have fell. Let's get back up. Most of the repetitive things do not last long, so they don't get the point of being extremely boring and undoable. It gave me antimatter. The story which I'm doing right now is related to antimatter as the warp drive needs it. So normally I should find some antimatter in some place. However, because this freighter had a bit of it on itself and I looted it, I could technically not do the story, but because it is scripted, I actually have to do it despite not needing the antimatter from the story. So I guess I'll just grab more. And the last one is outside. One of the reasons these things are very repetitive is because things are found in the same place. And when knowing when they are, it's really not hard to finish some of these little side quests. Or anyway, back into my ship. Install the hyperdrive. I need quite a lot of chromatic metal and microprocessors. And I don't have the technology to craft microprocessors yet, which means I have to buy them. So back in the space we go. It's nice enough to point the space station to me, so I can just immediately pull drive to it. I like how this autopilot is just turning and moving the ship around, so it always lands perfectly. Okay, let's head on this side. sell the things which I don't need. And one is all those albumen pearls, which I've collected in the cave. They are very valuable, so really nice. 350,000. That's great. That's actually great. I don't want to accidentally sell this. It's very useful later. But I can sell some of the cobalt. Not all. I will just keep 100 for me and sell the rest for another 20,000. I could sell the Facium. Maybe I'll keep it. It is useful for something else which comes later. Yeah, I'll just keep it. This is not much. I need the copper, I need the antimatter, obviously. So, let's see what we have to buy. It said 5 microprocessors. Easy! I have more than enough money for this, so... done! Next thing is chromatic metal, which I have a bit. It's not enough. I wonder if refining all this copper will be enough. Let's see if they have copper for sale. If they have copper for sale in either this trade terminal or the other one, I can easily resolve. No, there is no copper, unfortunately. If there is no copper for sale, that means I have to find copper in one of those resource pockets. Merchant. Okay, level 4 in trade. Please tell me there is copper here. Oh. Great. Okay. Back to the planet and I have to mine it. Alright, copper. Great. Good thing it was close. The terrain manipulator runs out of charge as well. So, yeah, I had to recharge it. It is possible to improve the mining beam quite a lot by the use of modules, but the terrain manipulator stays pretty much the same. There is no way to make it mine more. There are, however, some weapon modules, multi-tool modules, that are reducing fuel usage. And for the terrain manipulator, the metals are the fuel, not the carbon. So with those modules installed, it makes it consume less. Okay, I think I have enough. I will not consume all of this. It's too boring right now. Heading back. To my refiner. I will refine not all of this, just this amount. I think it's enough. And that should be enough to complete the hyperdrive. Actually, I don't even need 121. I need 125 minus 16 is 109. Did I calculate correctly? Or my brain is fried today? We'll see. And picking this, picking the copper, and apparently it's enough. Hooray! Hyperdrive. But obviously it has no fuel. So let's see where the game sends me to find the antimatter recipe. Well, the thing is, I already have antimatter because I found it in the freighter, but I still have to do this. Okay. Return to the ship. No fuel. Yes, I know there is no fuel. It appears I have to be in orbit. So let's go in space. And it detected antimatter somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Wasn't far away. I think it is on the same moon. Remembered something. Switching to the outside view. No, it is not on the same one. It is on that crappy planet where I started. Ew. Let's land here because I think the antimatter source is right here. And indeed it is. It's possible to see some of the buildings from space to avoid walking long distances. I will definitely stop looting all these boxes a bit later when my inventory of things is more significant, but for now it is possible to find nice things in them, like one microprocessor, which I paid 22,000 in the station for. So if I had found this before needing to install the warp drive thingy, that would save me some money. Yeah, these are interesting things. It is possible to loot them, but they also spawn some very nasty critters. And I have everything unupgraded. I don't even have a gun right now. So I'm just going to leave them alone. Technically it's possible to avoid them and not die, but I'll do that the next time. Okay. I've learned antimatter. Fortunately, I don't need to actually craft antimatter because I found it. So that will help. Instead, I'll just craft the housing and the warp cell. So basically skipping the crafting antimatter thing. The game does detect that I've resolved this as soon as I charge the engine, which I'm doing right now. Hyperdrive refueled, so I skipped all the crafting. Okay, setting out. I can warp, but before I'm warping, this needs to be recharged before I forget. If the launch thruster is not charged, the ship doesn't come automatically when I call it. So that's pretty nasty, getting stuck somewhere on foot. Anyway, with that resolved, this is the universe or the galaxy. It's absolutely massive. It has an unthinkable amount of stars. Obviously, they are not all stored in memory or anything. It's just an algorithm which is telling the random generator where to place every single thing. And now I'm on this little system with 2 planets, and I'm just going to anomalous signal. Must be something there. This one is available, so I can just warp here. And this is my first warp. It looks nice. The engines are glowing into magenta, and yeah. Alright, 5 planets, 1 moon. Now we're talking. I might set up a base here if I discover that one of these planets is a paradise one. Error. 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 Yes, it just detected that I've run out of warp fuel, so somehow there's magically another fuel source here. Well, this is not it. Paradise. That's it. Found it. I will set up my my base here. After I resolve the quest, we'll pick up the temporary space where... is this also paradise? No. Just fuel source. But I'll go there because it gives another antimatter blob, so that's nice. After I'm done with this and visit the station, the next time I'm coming back, I'll just move the mine base where I'm gonna settle for a long duration onto the Paradise planet. Paradise planets are nice because they don't have any kind of dangerous environmental situation, so the shield is not depleted. I can just sit there on the planet for a long time. They can have storms, so not really AFKing. So many plants. Where am I going? I don't know. Somewhere in this direction. You cannot AFK in the wild, but at least when I'm active... Okay, let's mine some dihydrogen in the meantime, because I will need more launch fuel and other things which are being created out of this dihydrogen thing. So it's nice to have a bit of reserve. Alright. It's close. Oh, it's that thing. Okay. Great. This little monolith thing is our teaching language element. So in time, as I found more and more of them, I will be able to understand what they are saying. Not that it's much of a use, but it's nice to actually read their stuff instead of random gibberish. Currently my life support is down, so let's recharge it with one of these life support gel thingies, and now it's back to 100%. Back to the quest. The first monolith is asking me some stuff which unfortunately have no actual effect on the game. I could answer whatever. The story will stay the same. So it doesn't matter what you pick. And it gave me another warp cell, which I will most likely need to get out of this system. But in the meantime, get some more scanning. Let's see if I can make a double with the living things, the critters. I have to find 8 of them on this planet, and it looks like there are a lot of birds. So far 3 types of birds. Okay, I'm not walking back to my ship. Let's just call it. I can afford a little bit of fuel. Oh wow, this planet has burial sites. Oh, that is nice. It's really nice because the bones found in those burial sites can self for a significant amount of money. Okay, let's move all these things to the starship. I don't need them right now. And get to the burial site. I will go there by ship. I think I like this planet. Come on, land. Land already. Wow, really? Me and my flying. Come on. It cannot land here, it's too steep. There, it found a place finally. I could have walked, probably taken less time, but okay. There are 2 or even 3, 4 bones in here. Awesome! And hopefully we can find an expensive one, which will basically resolve the financial issues massively. Finding bones early game is pretty much 1 million units. Okay, now we're talking. And there are more. Submerged relic. Do I still have space? Yes, I have space. Okay, I'm going to grab the other one because hopefully there's another 1 million, or sometimes it's over 2 million worth bones. By finding this plant with bones, I might reach the stage of not having to mine anything anymore. I just find bones, sell them, and then buy various things like fairy dust or cobalt or whatever from the stations. And another valuable one, not as valuable as the first one, but there is one more in here. Was this all? Let's see. Yeah, it was all. Is there any other burial site visible straight on the... it's this one. Okay, let's grab that one. From underwater. Oh, it's in the ground under the water. Okay, I'm not going there. Not prepared to stay for a long time underwater. It consumes oxygen very fast. But still, I think I have over 2 million or almost 2 million in all these bones. So this is a great find, an amazing find early game. Let's go to the station and sell the bones. And maybe there is either copper or chromatic metal for sale, which but first use the station exosuit upgrade to get more available space. 5000 every time when landing on a station. Don't forget to go here and use the single upgrade. You can only upgrade once in a station, because having space to store items is important. Okay, let's sell the bones. 9,000. 87,000. Should I sell the valuable one? Well, okay, fine, let's sell it. I can always go back to the planet and find another. And from the ship, anything interesting to sell? No, not really. Let's see the ka-ching! Come on, give me the medal for being a wealthy trader. Here it is! Here it is! Enterprising! And the next one? Investor! And magnate! Yes! Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Yeah, 2 million is not too shabby at all. Obviously, it's possible to have a lot more than that. But... and they have copper for sale, so I just buy their entire stash of copper. Who cares? Who cares? I'm rich. Okay, what else is interesting? Curry dust, buy it all. Cobalt, no, I don't need it. Metal plating, sure. Get 5 of this. Do I need phosphorus? Maybe. I don't need it yet, but... do I need pyrite? No, I don't need it, but I'm rich, so whatever. Okay, let's head to this other location and see what they have for sale. Yeah, so basically by just those few bones which I found, I don't have to mine copper anymore. I can just buy it every time. It slowly recharges in the station. So, wow, they are selling chromatic metal directly. Give me all your stash. And the rest of the paraffinum. Buy all of it. Buy, 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 buy. That's great. So, locate your benefactor. Okay. It looks like I have to go into space and maybe warp to another system. The launch thruster is empty, recharge it. And the hyperdrive is empty as well, recharge it. Let's move this stuff which I bought and I don't need yet to the spaceship and head out. And now, since I've partially recharged the thing, Didn't I say I want to make a base here? Yes, I wanted to make a base here. I think I will do so before warping out of this system. Bobo cake. Oh, somebody else discovered this plant before me. How? No, I discovered it. Why is it named so weird? Okay, never mind. The game is multiplayer. It's indirectly multiplayer. Their servers maintain a database of everything that everyone discovered, and when you're connected to the internet, it just tells you that this system and this plant was discovered by somebody else in the past. I don't really know why they do this, but it is the way it is. So, however, in this system, apparently, I'm the first one who discovered it. Okay, there's a ship talking to me, a trader. Let's see what they want. Anything to sell to them? Not really. I need all this stuff. To buy has some silver, platinum. Okay, nothing interesting, so goodbye. Continuing towards the planet. I just land here anywhere and set up just two things. My base computer and a teleporter. I don't even need to power it, to be honest. It just needs to be here. So I landed in the grass. The weather is beautiful today. Just 10.6 degrees Celsius in the night. And we have a nice clear sky, folks, in what's the name of this planet? Bobo. Oh my god, let's rename this. Name your discovery. Let's call it... wow, I don't know how to call it. Any ideas? Well, I'm talking to myself, right? Let's call it just Bob. I'm okay with Bob, not Bobo. Oh, okay. Bob is better. There are some copper resources here. Okay. That's not bad. Base computer. I bought some chromatic metal from the station, so now I don't have to refine anything. I can just build things. Yes, my second base. And one of this, which needs 2 carbon nanotubes. That's easy. 1 and 2. Base teleport module. It doesn't need to be powered. So while it is not powered, I cannot go out, but I can go in, which is nice. By placing just the computer and the base terminus or the teleporter, I can always come back here from anywhere I am. So it is done. Just heading out, warping to the next system, which should trigger the next phase of the story. Where to go, where to go? So this is the Vakin system. This is the GEC system. I want to find now something else than GEC, like Korvax. And now I have access to all three races and their potential quests and technologies. There are just these three races of aliens in the game. They are not at war or something, they are just there with their own graphics and stuff. First thing first, visit the station. Okay. This is the mine story. Identify yourself. I don't understand. So it looks like this was an automated message system from somewhere. But first, the station. For that very important reason, I am trying not to forget expanding my suit inventory with this thing. It gets more and more expensive, so I paid only 5,000, but now it's 15,000. However, due to those lovely bones, I'm rich. Well, not really rich, but richer. Could buy stuff. I am rich, but not that rich, so I'm not buying guns and other things yet. I do want to check the marketplace for some resources like this and this. As I said, with some money it's possible to avoid. Okay, these are very expensive, but I will need them soon, so I'll grab a small stash of 4. Because the price is good, it's minus 27%. It is possible to find even cheaper, but... Okay. Grab the fairy dust. And that's about it. If I'm dropping under 1 million, I will just go back to that planet and find more bones, sell them, and fill my coffers once again. However, I'm getting a tiny bit tired, so I think that I will just stay in this station. Oh, uranium. Wow, it is expensive, but useful. The uranium can be used as jump fuel. So by having this, there's never a fear that I'm getting stuck somewhere as the ship run out of launch fuel. Not jump, I said jump. Rich, but not that rich. Okay, let's talk with one of these guys as well. Learn our first Korvax sword, which is obviously Korvax. Let's see, can we visit the previous places? Yes, the 2 colonies and the 2 stations. So there are already 5 locations which I visited. 3 in space and 2 on the planets. And I'm just going to get into my ship and back out, and that saves the game. And with this, I'm taking a break. I might make another episode later tonight, or if not tomorrow, but for now this is it. It's nice. I found some really cool stuff, boosted the financial situation massively, and can be boosted even more by going back to that planet which was in the previous system. And we are close to the next step of this mine quest. Well, that's a lot of ships, and they are expensive. 6 million. I'm not rich. Okay, I thought I was rich, but I'm not rich. At least not rich enough to buy a new ship. I'm gonna have to stick with my good old Radiant Pillar BC1. Alright then, that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode. Bye.